Welcome to this Catholic Bioethics Moment. I'm Dr. Bridget Campion, and I'm speaking to Dr. Moira McQueen about organ donation from dead donors. Moira, for organ transplantation, often dead donors or cadavers are sources of organs. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering, first of all, what sorts of organs and tissues can be retrieved from dead donors?
Well, dead donors are really a source of many organs, and maybe the most important ones that people think of would be heart and lung. But the other parts of the body, retinas, there's so many different parts of the body that can be used. I'm using that word in the best sense, used in the sense to then help somebody else who badly again needs that particular organ. And so the idea that just about every part of the body in so many ways can be used, including tissue, etc. It's very, very important that people who donate their bodies after death, they're aware that their parts are going to be used in so many different areas. Mm-hmm. It's a total giving, really, yeah.
So when we are talking about organ transplantation using organs from dead donors, there is something called the dead donor rule. Mm-hmm. What is that exactly? Why is it important?
We have to be declared dead by an authority, if you like, especially if this is happening in a hospital or anything like that, in terms of the certificate of death that has to be signed. That's a legal requirement, so it's a legal aspect you're asking about the dead donor rule, because if people are going to be generous enough to donate their organs after death, they don't need to have any sense at all that their death is being hastened in any way because their organs could be used or because there is somebody who could use an organ right at that particular minute. It's not like that. So the dead donor rule is really in effect to protect both the person who is about to die, to realise that there's not going to be a mad rush to retrieve the organs, or even a kind of, he's almost dead anyway, so why don't we just hasten the process and the organs will be fresher. The transplant team that actually deals with the organs after death, that team is kept totally separate from the people who are looking after the patient as the patient moves towards death, so that there isn't that conflict of interest, you might call it, because we're talking about a person's life. So respect for the person dying really demands that the person be declared dead legally, medically, before the transplant team would in any way be involved.
So putting these safeguards in place, ensuring that the patient receives the proper care, that she needs care that is directed towards her well-being, and then once death has occurred, then as you say, the transplant team may move in, because this would be in accordance with her previously expressed wishes so on.
Yes.
So church teaching on this, because as you're pointing out, we're talking about a tremendous gift of charity, something that is done with a great deal of gratitude and respect for the donor. How does the church teaching look at organ donation from dead donors?
Well, I think the church looks at it from the word you use, that idea of respect for life, respect for the person who's dying, and also respect for the person's dead body, and also respect for the person to whom the organs are going to be given. And because of that, the major consideration, apart from the idea of consent, that the person dying actually wanted this to happen, or somebody in a legal capacity can decide to donate the organs in some unfortunate circumstances, but it really just comes back down to the idea that this is a gift to somebody else. The church finds this, given that the safeguards are in place, that this is actually a noble thing to do.
Thank you so much.